Mr. Charles, if you want to be an artist tomorrow, I'll let you know. Don't get discouraged. You may start by drawing tables and chairs. People will tell you that what are you doing? You're wasting paper, you're wasting time. But one day they are still going to come and give you a round of applause. But all you just have to do is live with it, turn it around for good. A stone that is meant to stop you, you can pick it up and use it as the foundation for a house.
Yeah, right.
So,
all right, thanks so much for joining me over here. This is Zonk News, and of course, my name is Charles Solero. Now, joining me over here today is one of the artists from Nigeria, Abuja, and he's been making he's been drawing some remarkable paintings that is worth noting all the way from history, and of course, he's bringing life back to the living. In other words, joining me shortly, that's ANGELLO, AWOSOLA, all the way from Abuja. How are you doing?
I'm good, Mr. Charles. Good afternoon. How is Kenya today?
Kenya is fine. How is Nigeria?
Nigeria is good. As you know, we are in the dry season, and everywhere seems to be hot now. So we have to go everywhere with our fans.
Right. All right, that's amazing. And of course, as we begin this kind of an interview, I'd really like you to maybe introduce yourself, especially to those people meeting for the very first time.
Okay. Yeah, my name is AWOSOLA ANGELLO. I'm a fine artist. I've been practicing since 2012. So this makes it a decade. This year makes it a decade I've been practicing art, and I specialize more in oil paintings. And my paintings focus more on the figurative part of art. I mean, drawing the human figure because of the love I have, and the love I have for the human figure, how it came to pass, and how God has created it, the interesting features of the human figure, particularly.
All right, so before we go deeper into you unveiling or maybe unraveling what all this painting does, how have you been able to survive, especially during the pandemic, where I think it's actually affected most of the economies across the continent of Africa? So to you as an artist, how was it?
Yeah, during the COVID-19, I think it was a dark time of our lives when we never expected. But as artists, masters of adversity, we are always prepared for anything that happens. And we often take advantage of things and time, advantage of events, advantage of happenings. I could say for me particularly, or for people that I know, that artists like myself, my colleagues, the pandemic period was time when we had to stay in the house to produce more of our art and think how to console people, to make people feel less of the pain, less of the destruction or thoughts or negativity that was going on in the world. So during the COVID-19, it was not really a good time in the whole world, because I think that's one of the darkest times in our lives.
Yeah.
But yet we artists, we took the advantage. Myself, I took the advantage to produce art that will make people at least put smile on their faces and forget about it. Will still make them wear a pretty face of smile.
All right, now that is actually driving me towards asking the main question now over here, called Arts and Series.
Yes, Colors and Lights. That's the title of the series.
Yes.
Actually, the Colors and Lights is it's something that's been on my mind since far back as 2018. I've been thinking of how to do something new, but there's a saying that there's nothing new on earth. But what you just have to do is review things that have been done to create something new. That's what creativity is all about. So I've been thinking about how to do something different. Not completely different, but let me just do something unique in my own style. I don't just want to be a regular artist that's painting on the street or painting flowers, painting, should I say, marketplace scenes and everything. But I just want to do something so unique. That is why I thought about how I can use lights and colors I actually love vibrant colors, and that was why I discovered the Colors and Lights series. And it was at first difficult for me trying to bring the light and the colors together because of I have to manage my space. I have to use models. I have
Mm-hmm.
to pay people to pose for me. And if not, I'm paying. If I'm not paying, I have to look for someone that will be so chanced and steady to take time for me, to give me easier time. So I started with it. That was when I did the first series. The
Mm-hmm.
first series was in 2019. That was the first time I ever produced one with a lady with a bed on her shoulder.
Yes.
My shoulder, yeah. And from there, I did the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Those paintings, I exhibited them for for an art exhibition, a group exhibition in 2019,
Yeah.
talking about breast cancer and everything. So I was trying to introduce that into the world, but it was not giving me the feel I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So in 2020, during the COVID-19, I could say that was when I got the breakthrough on how to and the understanding of the color. So that was when I did the series number 3 with a guy angry holding a bed within him. So it was like talking about peace and struggle when the Nigerian youth, that was during it was related to the COVID-19 stroke, the NSARS in
And cars.
Nigeria.
Yes.
That was,
Uh-huh.
yes. Then that was when they were telling us this, the Nigerian youth, the guy was holding a bed and he was aggressive like this. And he had ribbons all over him because if you have studied the paintings, there are ribbons tying the person, the face, which everything I'm going to explain today.
Yes.
So I did the painting in a way that the guy was holding a dove, and dove represents peace, a pure white dove. The dove was mine. The
Okay.
dove is late now, actually. He died, that was in 2020 as well.
Sorry about
So
that.
I, I think that was my first model, the bed. So I had the dove, I had him hold the dove
Mhm.
and ribbons all over him. So he was struggling, like the bed was representing peace
Yes.
in his hands, while the ribbons were representing obstacles, looking beautiful, beautifully placed to hold you down, while he himself is struggling to survive. Now the painting is talking about, the title of the painting was Peaceful Protest.
Uh-huh.
That was series number 3, Peaceful Protest. And the guy was like, when people asked me, I told the person that the painting is trying to talk about the Nigerian youth. We're giving, or should I say the youth of the world generally, they've given us something to hold on to, like, let's be peaceful, let's be calm. But
Yes.
yet,
Mm.
we have a lot of things tying us down.
Where did you actually get the inspiration from?
The painting, if you look at those paintings, they have something in common about them. They
That's
all have dark backgrounds.
yes.
Yeah, every one of them, every piece of them are going to have dark background. Originally, I've always loved the paintings that have dark backgrounds because they tend to make you focus on the subject matter of the painting. Now,
Yes.
I try to study about people or time past that have been painting like this. Why are people, there are some set of people that paint in dark backgrounds. Who are they and why did they do that? So I discovered the Baroque art era.
Yes.
There's this era we call the Baroque art, Baroque.
Yes.
Baroque art era
Mm-hmm.
that spans from the 17th to 18th century.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, the Baroque art era came after the Renaissance art. The Renaissance art era was the time of Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, and likes
Yeah.
of them. Now, the Baroque era came after the Renaissance, as I said,
Yeah, that's
and the
right.
first person that was said to mastermind it was Gian Lorenzo Bernini. Yeah, Gian Lorenzo Bernini. And artists like that are Peter Paul Rubens, Caravaggio, Rembrandt, the popular Rembrandt, Diego Velázquez, Nicolas Poussin, and many others. So I took my idea from them and I looked at it. Many people are beginning to forget about this style of art. So I
Mm-hmm.
just took my inspiration from there. And myself, talking about the colors and light, I look into it that because the Baroque art era specializes on making art that have one or two specific place that makes that noise. The
Yeah.
highlighting
Yes.
comes from one particular place, and the light in every Baroque art painting is never specific. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have a definite source of light. You can see a painting, light coming this way, coming this way, coming this way.
Coming
But
almost from all the sides.
yes, but one funny thing is that the about 50% of every subject, 50 to 70% of the subject of every Baroque art is always in darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Are you getting me? If you look at
Yes.
the painting behind me, that's one
Yeah.
of it I'm still working on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's I think that's series number 14, 15 or 16. Part of the painting is in dark, but the part that has the strong highlight will come out and speak. Unlike the sculpture, when you see a sculptural piece, every part of it is speaking to you, is pointing at you.
Yeah.
But a painting, I discovered paintings are naturally flat because they are not 3D featured.
Kind of painting.
So you'll be looking for, yeah, you just be looking for where to, you see everything just speaks to you. But when you say Baroque art, it will be dark, calm, and you'll be forced to come closer to see, wow, what's in this work? Why is it talking to me? In a dark room, the painting is going to look very dark. But one particular part, with just a small piece of light, one particular part is going to draw you closer to the work. So that was why I chose that idea. I don't like noisy paintings myself. So that was why I took interest in the Baroque art movement.
So how about the colors that you've used to paint? I see a touch of yellow a little bit, or that should be gold. And I'm also able to see blue and red. So what's the secret behind these three colors or four colors?
Okay, yeah. Actually, we all know that artists, should we say, people say, when God said, let us create man in our own image, he was actually talking to artists. He was actually talking to artists.
Uh-huh.
So when God wanted to create the world, the Bible says that the world was in void and darkness.
Yeah.
And God said, let there be light. So when the light came, the colors came as well. So that was one of the reasons I chose the colors and light. Someone was asking me, why not say light and colors? But I chose, okay, let it be colors and light. Now, for the colors, the primary colors, if you see, they are primary colors, the yellow, blue, and red.
Yes.
The yellow, blue, and red give birth to every colors in the world. They are the primary colors.
Mm-hmm.
What I mean is that these three colors can never be mixed, can never be gotten with mixture of any other color. Because if you want to get an orange color, you can always mix red and yellow together. You want to mix purple,
Yeah.
blue, and red. You want to mix green, yellow, and blue.
Mm-hmm.
But there is no two colors in the world that can give you yellow. Neither are there any two colors that can give you blue nor red. So these three colors are the primary colors, I mean the origin of colors.
Okay.
They are the major origin of colors. And when you look at it, these paintings are actually, I'm not trying to say they are biblically motivated.
Yeah.
So it don't look as if I'm being religious. I'm just trying to look back to time of creation.
Mm-hmm.
The dark backgrounds represent the voidness, the
Yeah.
darkness
Uh-huh.
that everyone was. Even when we were in our mother's womb, everywhere was dark. We couldn't see anything, but we're just trying to come out. When we came out, that was when we see the colors, the beautiful colors, the black, the light, and the darkness.
Yeah, that's right.
I get now every painting in this series has a dark background, and the colors tend to speak. They speak things, they speak beauty, they speak strength. So that is why I chose the three major colors. But if you look into these paintings, there are some points whereby these colors meet. Like
Yes.
when the yellow and the red eat each other, it turns out to be orange, which
Yeah, that's right.
that you can never, you cannot push aside. So it's trying to tell you the interrelationship between these colors. Beauty, yet the colors represent beauty on their own. But yet, when they come together, their interrelationship still begets more
that's
beauty.
right. They blend so fine. And just to go into the details of the images that you've been able to draw, I can see that there is an image of humanity, an image of man tied, the mouth is tied, the ears. I mean, there is a kind of a band that goes through the eyes, the mouth, and the ears. What's really a representation of this kind of drawing?
Okay. For the things holding them down, they are actually ribbons. Colorful ribbons, blue ribbons, red ribbons, and yellow ribbons. So these ribbons, apart from the colors I introduced myself, these ribbons too are the primary colors, the blue ribbons, the yellow, and the red. Now, these ribbons, yet they look beautiful because of the obstacles we all pass through in life. Every one of us has one or two things holding us down. On my Instagram page, whenever I post a work, whenever I post one of these work, I make sure I write some description about the works, what it represents. We all have things that we're going through. Psychologically, emotionally, financially, and even after the time of the COVID-19, things are not the same, the new normal and everything. So these obstacles, they look beautiful. There are some obstacles that you can't just go away without, you can't just live without them, and you can't push them away. All you just have to do is to live with them. So those kind of obstacles look beautiful. Okay, for instance, now you have something good with you, but it's holding you down. You can't push it away. For instance, let's look into the world of technology. Our phones are kind of distraction to us, but yet we can live with them to make our life to make our lives better. Like now we are communicating right now. It's within it's as a result of the internet from our phones and our gadgets. At times, these phones can serve as distraction. They can hinder us from, in fact, they can pull us down. But notwithstanding, if you use them the right way, you get what you want in the right way. You get the right result. So these obstacles, they are holding us down. They are pulling you down. They are tightening you down. They will not let you get what you want. But notwithstanding, it makes you struggle to get more, to get out of it. I did a painting. That was a painting of myself. That was series number 10, where I was struggling to come out of the obstacle. They are my obstacles. Everyone in our life, we have things that are holding us down. We can only live with it. You can't live out. You can't just get out of it finally. There's a Nigerian singer that says, "Wala no the finish." It doesn't. Wala trouble doesn't.
What's the meaning of that?
Never gets. The song says, "Wala I know the finish. Oh, make you try to enjoy." Kata kata. I don't know the song, but I know that part. What he's trying to say is that you can never get out of any mess completely. Or should I say, when you get out of one problem, you will definitely enter another one. Definitely. It could be financially, maritally, anything. But if you say you want to give up, you don't need to give up. You just have to struggle and survive with it. So, the finish, it doesn't end, but all you just have to do is live with it, turn it around for good. A stone that is meant to stop you, you can pick it up and use it as a foundation for a house. So that is how it's supposed to be.
Let me ask you that. When you compare yourself with other artists from, let's say, Abuja or the entire country, Nigeria, do you think that there are artists that have thought about engaging themselves in drawing or having this kind of series in paintings?
I don't think I'm bothered if there are other people that want to do the kind of work I'm doing. That is why I said I took a cue of my inspiration from the Baroque artist, the Baroque art movement from 17 to 18. It's what that the artists in that time, in the 17th to 18th century, they laid a legacy, right? Which someone like me is following today. So if someone else comes tomorrow and tries to, should I say, say, in quote, copy what I'm doing, I wouldn't get angry with that. That is it. I think I'm making progress. But one thing is, it would be nice if they can lay, if they can give give accreditation to me. I can't be the first person and I can't be the last person.
Yeah, that's
I get in. But one thing is for sure. If other artists are doing it, fine, it's good. The sky is big enough for every bird to fly. There's never been any bird that collide. The birds can never collide in the sky. They will always find a way to escape eating each other. So I feel if there are other artists, Abuja is big, Nigeria is big, the world is big enough. So if someone comes and start copying my style or what I'm doing, I wouldn't stop doing what I love doing. And I wouldn't go ahead and confront such person. It will only make me less of who I am. Okay. All I think I will just do is think of a new way to rejuvenate the work, to regenerate more work. Yeah.
All right. So who are you actually targeting when you're carrying out these paintings?
The youth, and generally the youth. Because if you see the paintings, they talk about youth, talk about children. This major set of people are the strength of the world. Yes, they're the strength of the world, because the youth today are going to be the elders tomorrow. The elders that we have today were the youth yesterday. So we are living on the legacies they have laid yesterday. And whatever we do today, whatever my art speaks of today, the target audience of today will be the determinant of the survival and the living existence of people tomorrow. So what my paintings are talking about, they're talking about the lifestyle of youth, how they are going to survive, so how to live with it and going.
What are some of the challenges that you faced when settling up to start carrying out these drawings or paintings? What are some of the setbacks that you met in the process?
Yeah, there are lots of setbacks. There are setbacks, challenges of cost of materials, space, canvas, cost of stretchers, time, and most especially, mixture of the colors. It's not that I'm not an artist. I can paint, I can mix colors. But the problem is, the human eyes have millions of pixels. You can look at the color now and it's red, but it's not completely red. You just want to mix a different tone of red. And, like when I'm mixing my colors, when my wife comes, she's so funny that she'll be arguing. My wife will be arguing with me that, no, this is not red. This is a different type of red. I will mix about 6 to 7 different tones of red.
Yeah.
6 to 7 tones of red. And mixing these colors, I'm running out of paint in my tube. Yeah. And the cost of tube, the paint I use, okay, look at this. I don't know, the last interview I talked about the cost of paint. I use Winsor & Newton oil color. This paint, when I started painting oil, it used to be 1,750 naira. 1,750 naira. I remember I buy them in Art World in Lagos. But now, as we speak, this paint is 6,200 naira.
Whoa, that's a lot.
6,000.
Really,
that's a lot.
Quite expensive.
The cost of pricing, the cost of pricing your work, the cost of materials, cost of paint, cost of in fact, I need light to work overnight, because I love working in the dead of the night when everywhere is quiet. When my dogs are not disturbing, my dogs are not barking. I'm just wondering why they have not started barking now. So, so the cost of everything, survival, and most especially when people want to buy your work, they price your work as if they want to help you.
So how do you manage to overcome all this? I mean, how do you manage to overcome all these challenges, ranging all the materials and all that? And you've just said consistency. How does that really help you? Because let's say if you need finance, then how are you going to get it? Do you sell some art pieces, or how do you manage to get these finances so that you're able to support the next art that you're doing?
They used to say that artists are poor people, but no, I don't think I'm poor. I'm not poor. I do some commission works, which I don't use to post online. I don't make noise with it. So those commissions, the little I get from them, I keep myself fit. In this series, I've been doing this series. I think I'm on number 18, series number 18. And 4 has been sold already, even because I'm preparing for a solo exhibition this year, my first solo exhibition. So I'm preparing to produce about 20 to 30 pieces of this Colors and Lights series, while some will not be displayed to the public view. These ones are going to be in archive for my children in future, because art appreciates over time.
Yeah,
so
that's
those
right.
ones are not for sale. So what I'm trying to say is I have a collector who buy from me. Someone bought 2, another person bought 2. At least I can always get to keep up from it. The perseverance, and not forgetting the fact that I am an artist. I must always produce every day. I plan ahead as well, so I don't run out of material and time.
All right, that's really amazing. That's really inspiring. Thank you so much, Angelo, for, of course, sharing with us, or rather share with me some of those great insights and what you're doing. Actually, I can say that what you're doing, the work that you're doing is really amazing. And I went through the images that you are able to paint, and they look more of, if you see them from a distance, you might think they're just actually printed, generated using computer. Like, it's really hard to tell whether they've been painted using, you see, the brushes and all that. But I can say that the work you're doing is really amazing, and I wish you all the best. And also your upcoming exhibition, I don't know what it really entails, but I just wish you all the best and all that. And I think at this time, I'm just going to say thank you so much for joining me. It's really been amazing. Unless you have a parting shot that you'd like to tell all those fellow artists out there in the continent of Africa and far beyond.
Yeah, I want to see some Nigerian artists out there, or artists in the world, even in Kenya, anyone watching this, I want to say, just keep doing it. You don't know who is going to love what you're doing. There's someone out there. A friend of mine would say, a colleague of mine said, for every piece of art, there's a buyer, there's a lover for it. It may take time, it may take long. You may think, who is going to buy it? But one day someone is going to buy it. Because there was a day on my Instagram, I posted a work, and a lady commented that she loved the work. And she said, if I'm going to be doing my exhibition, I should please make up for the online exhibition, because she said she's enjoying my work and she's going to introduce her friend. Yes, she was chatting me up from Sri Lanka. I've never been to Sri Lanka, and it means I already touched someone's life.
Yes.
Art is meant to disturb the peace. It's meant to disturb people that have peace, and it's meant to appease those that are disturbed. Are you getting it?
Yes.
So that is how art is. It is meant to touch someone, and just keep doing what you love doing. Don't get discouraged. Mr. Charles, if you want to be an artist tomorrow, I'll let you know. Don't get discouraged. You may start by drawing tables and chairs. People will tell you that, what are you doing? You're wasting paper, you're wasting time. But one day they are still going to come and give you a round of applause. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much for joining me over here, Angelo, all the way from Abuja, Nigeria. It's really been amazing over here talking about what he does in terms of painting, and also the series that he's been working on. I think he's really doing an amazing job, and becoming an inspiration also to the young artists who are coming up and would like to join the painting industry or family, so to speak. All right, back to you over there. I have to say thanks so much also for watching this. Remember, this is Zonk News, and you can also follow us across all our social media platforms, on Facebook at Zonk News 20, and of course on Twitter on Zonk News 20, on Instagram at the same time, Zonk News, and you can follow us and find more or get more details regarding news, regarding more videos that are really educative, and you will find that really interesting. My name is Charles Valero. Till next time, goodbye.